Fox member, NFL analyst, my former teammate with the Eagles, my dog, Mark Sanchez, the man they call Sanchez. Now, Sanchez actually called the game, did a phenomenal job doing it. I listened to it. Well done, my brother. But Sel, you up first, man. Do you trust Kyle Shanahan's two-quarterback plan after the win?
I do trust it after the win. I do trust it after seeing it because it's not really a two-quarterback system. Like, this was all hype. I thought it was going to be 50-50 split, something of that nature, seeing them go out there and then in the middle of a series, okay, you come out for half the reps and I go back out for half the reps. This was just a glorified Gatorade break for Jimmy G at times, right? Let's be real. 51 snaps, Jimmy GQ deserves it. Only 4 snaps for Trey Lance. Now we're talking. When you see defensive tackles come back in and back and forth, you never hear it's a 2 defensive tackle system, right? The hell you had to coin a phrase, 2 quarterback system, because in theory, it misguides you. In theory, it makes you think something grander than it is. But in practice, it actually was something that was smart. It was intelligent, taking advantage of who one play Trey is. He comes in, he's a firecracker. He's the spice of what they need to do. I like it as long as it's in these limited doses.
100% agree. Is it my turn? Can I go?
Go ahead.
I don't want to take.
You don't have to ask on the show. It's not like Colin's show.
No,
you don't have to ask permission to speak. Or at your other place where you.
I'm going to stay out of this. I'm new. So I 100% agree. The most important thing, and being in 2 quarterback systems, whether it's been with Brad Smith, Tim Tebow, there has to be clear, defined roles, right?
Yeah.
And I think Shanahan knows, and I think internally they know. But he's trying to keep it like this disguise thing because we had him in the production meeting the night before, and he was kind of like, "Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, if Trey needs to play, he'll play." And everybody's like, "Well, is it Jimmy's team or is it Trey's team?" And it's Jimmy's team until it's not. So they have somebody who hasn't been consistent enough in Trey Lance to just jump Jimmy G and take the starting job, right? And be the quarterback that can run deep play action shots and check it down right away when it's not there. He's looking downfield a little too long in the preseason, from my opinion. Then you can use him to figure out what the defense is doing. Are you going to play him like a wildcat guy? Yeah. Are you worried about read option and all our tricky stuff that we got with our fly motion, with our reads, with our our motion to our counters and pullers and all that? Or are you going to treat him like a drop back quarterback? And now we are going to run all that stuff that I know how to do because I coach Robert Griffin in Washington. So he's in the driver's seat, and all he wanted to do is sprinkle a little bit of it in there, and now every defensive coordinator's on notice.
There it is.
What's your plan for Trey Lance?
Here is my problem, though, fellas. Sanchez, Sel. What starts as a sprinkle, right? It eventually turns into an overdose. Right? My dilemma is this. I'm about to say. I'm talking cupcakes, y'all.
Now I know why you don't drink.
I'm talking cupcakes.
Okay, all right.
Look, if it was like Chris Leak, Tim Tebow, Florida, first time they won the chip, I love it. 2-quarterback system. That's not a 2-quarterback system. Leak, you get me from the 20 to the 20. Tebow, you come in, give me a jump pass, touchdown, we're great. But here's the dilemma. Trey Lance is still a first-round pick, and you got to honor him as a first-round pick. Let's talk our old team, Philadelphia Eagles. Sel, we watched it a lot last year. Carson Wentz, he's the guy. We know he's the man. Jalen Hurts, second-round pick, we're not going to use him much. First week of the season, Jalen Hurts was inactive. Second week of the season, Jalen Hurts was out there at wideout. No big deal, he was a decoy. Third week of the season, Jalen Hurts took his first snap. He ran his own read option. Fourth week of the season, Jalen Hurts threw his first pass. By the 12th week of the season, Jalen Hurts was a starting quarterback. And there was a whole bunch of drama, and the team eroded from the inside out. Why? Because a little bit of sex appeal from Jalen Hurts. He's younger. He's healthier. He can run. Oh, my gosh, I like that. I feel both of y'all in the event Kyle Shanahan can just stay chill. Okay, that's fine. We're fine. We're just going to play with the 1-quarterback system and sprinkle in a little bit of Trey. But I just think Sanchez, Sel, it's hard to fight that feeling of, man, but he went in and threw a touchdown on his first play.
Before Jimmy did.
Before Jimmy did. I got to see more. I got to see more.
It's not easy. It's not easy.
Yeah, but Sanchez, oh, my God. I love me some Acho and some takes, but some of them are just cool. You got to watch Acho on his takes. You got to always flip the coin over. He's the king of omission, as I call him. Cool, right? Okay, so here's the thing. He just gave you the example of Jalen Hurts and Carson Wentz, and he just omitted one thing, that Carson Wentz was having a historically bad season. So, the sprinkle turned into an overdose because everybody was trying to get high because they were watching Carson Wentz not play well. Here's the thing about this situation. Jimmy GQ is a winner. If healthy, he's got to be your starter. If healthy, he has to get 93% of the team snaps as he did in week 1. And I am not scared of what I'm seeing from Trey Lance just yet. I love the concept of Trey Lance, and I love actually now how Kyle Shanahan is using him as a decoy in your mind as an opponent. You're going to now dedicate practice time, practice seeing what he can do.
True.
But then once you take a deep breath and realize, all he's going to do is run the football. 3 rushes, 1 pass. 1 pass was a touchdown. But that's what we saw from him in the preseason. He's not ready to be a pocket passer just yet. Whatever you want to say about it. The fact that he threw so few times in college and now he's in this position with a winner as a starter, there's no way they're going to insert him in a heavy dosage. It's going to be like this, very limited until they could trust him in the pocket.
He gets to learn and he gets the letter, okay? That's huge.
Yeah,
That's huge for a young guy. And in the Niners' defense, they kicked the tires on Aaron Rodgers. They got involved in the Deshaun Watson sweepstakes until that turned sour. So that's a lot of baggage that Jimmy has to deal with coming into the season. Then they draft your eventual replacement, trading up 9 spots, giving away 3 first-rounders. So Jimmy's entering the season with all this noise, and he still has to say the right thing, do the right thing, and all that. So he's handling it well. That's just tough to play under. But they did it because Jimmy's either feast or famine, right? He's been, hey, we pay you a bunch of money, ACL, gone. Boom, healthy the next year, Super Bowl. Next year, 10 games. Last year, 10 games gone. Ankle injury. So what do? They need someone who's available, right? Your best ability, availability. So they're hedging their bet, and they're letting him learn and letter under Jimmy G, who's a great quarterback to tutor.
We talked about this yesterday, though, Sanchez, and I'll fill you in. Sel brought up a great point, which is everything is all good until you really face the trial. Until it ain't. Everything all good until it ain't. Now, let's keep in mind, I know you call NFL games, so I'm going to steer you clear of making hard take opinions. Okay, I'm forecasting.
Project.
But the Detroit Lions, based upon what you know in your film study, they're probably not a top 10 football team.
No.
Right? We all know that. They're going to take some years. They lost their top 5 cornerback, Jeff Okudah, from Ohio State, drafted last year, to an Achilles injury, a lower leg injury, I believe, for the season. So it's not like the Niners really saw a stout defense. They didn't have to put in Trey Lance because Jimmy G, to Marcellus's point, he balled. But big dog, you got to face the Eagles on the road. I don't think that's a huge test, but you got to fly coast to coast. And after that, you got to go against the Packers. They will be an angry Green Bay Packers, and Aaron Rodgers is always upset when he plays the 49ers because they passed up against him. I don't think this plays out in all kumbaya holding hands for much longer because eventually you sitting there with with Trey Lance over your shoulder. The second Jimmy G airs, that's when I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, the second Jimmy G airs, that's when I think, you know what? We got Trey Lance. Why don't we use him?
I mean, first snap of the game, he fumbled the ball, right? Dude, it feels like Jimmy just has to get that one play out, like that one kind of bonehead, knucklehead play out, and then he looks great. I mean, he was awesome after that. And you're right. It's just a lot to deal with. Hey, I get you a first down, on 3rd and 7. And then here comes Trey Lance to come run. If the run gets stuffed now, I get a 2nd and 10 and then maybe a 3rd and long. Like, as a quarterback, I've dealt with that. Sucks.
Are they setting him up? Here's the biggest thing. Are they setting him up for failure? Because I think I heard you talk about it on the broadcast.
Jimmy G?
Yes. You talked about this all lawsuit.
Yeah.
You draft a replacement, Sal.
Yeah.
Not only you draft a replacement, now Jimmy G in the preseason is trying to run dudes over just to get into the end zone and show that he really wants it. He's doing that.
If you're the guy, you don't do that.
You don't do that. But Jimmy G, it's a different mental makeup, and I love the fact that he is subscribing to that mental makeup.
Yes.
He's auditioning for his next job, and he already knows that.
100%.
So he's like an ambassador right now. You're not getting the full, authentic Jimmy G. You're getting, I'm a leader. I'm projecting greatness to everyone because when I am healthy, I am a great player by the wins. However, you're not going to get the real feeling of Jimmy G. He thinks right now that they are undermining him, and it's unfair. However, you know what he also benefited from? The fact that it was unfair after 7 games, you become the highest paid player in NFL history. So guess what? It goes both ways. He's playing with house money. That's why Jimmy G will be even keeled this entire year. He is not set up for failure. He's just setting himself up for success, and he just knows it's going to be somewhere else.